Hey y'all, and welcome to PolitiBrawl. My name is Brian, and Trump finds a brilliant loophole to avoid this ridiculous gag order by Judge Merchan. And you know what? What he does is absolutely brilliant.
Are you a victim of extortion?
The country is on fire. There are protests all over the country. I've never seen anything like this. Many graduation ceremonies are being canceled. They're canceled, as you know, in Colombia. They're canceling a lot of them. And we have a president that just refuses to talk because he can't talk. You know that. So does everyone else. Some of the statements made about this witch hunt on CNN, fake news CNN, Michael Moore said the proof of falsifying records has not been accomplished. On Good Morning America, they said, we heard that expense payments to lawyers are legal expenses. You pay a lawyer expense payments. We didn't put it down as construction costs, the purchase of sheetrock, the electrical cost. The legal expense that we paid was put down as legal expense. There's nothing else you could say. You don't have to put down anything, I guess. But we put down legal expense was legal expense. Is that a correct statement, Mr. Attorney? And everyone's saying, oh, gee, that's the fraud. That's what they're trying to get us on. The fact that we call a legal expense a legal expense. They marked it down in the books. The check was signed. And the other thing, this was approved by all agencies. Everybody saw this. There was nothing being hidden at all. That's what they're all writing now. There's been nothing hidden. And it went through agencies, and I guess it went through the IRS also. It went through IRS. It went through the FEC. It went through everything. Also, NBC Today showed the challenges that there is no smoking gun, no email or tape to prove the president's intent. They don't have a way to prove that. That's NBC Today show. And then Fox News, Katie Cherkasky, said that the gag order is unconstitutional, which of course it is. The gag order is unconstitutional. So with all that's going on, they have no case. Every single legal scholar that I see, I mean, maybe there's somebody out there, some whack job, but for virtually everyone that I've seen has said there's absolutely no case. It's a case that shouldn't have been brought. The previous DA wouldn't bring it. Bragg didn't want to bring it, and he brought it because I'm running in number one place. This all comes out of the White House and crooked Joe Biden. This comes from the White House, and it's all Biden because it's an attack on his political opponent. That hasn't happened in this country. It does happen in third world countries, but it hasn't happened in this country, and it's a shame. And the trial is a very unfair trial. It's a very, very unfair trial. The good news is they have nothing. Thank you.
Oh, this is brilliant. This is one of those 1,000 IQ moves. Oh, okay, it's a pretty basic move. All you got to do to avoid the gag order that Judge Merchan has imposed on Trump is to read other people's posts and tweets about the situation. Therefore, you're not saying anything of it. You're just echoing what someone else said. That is a brilliant little legal loophole, and I am here for it. Because the gag order is, let's be honest, a little bit ridiculous. Mainly because this whole case is ridiculous. Stormy Daniels was paid off to say nothing about the alleged affair. That was the whole point and purpose. She broke that. She broke that NDA disclosure. She broke that agreement. And so I'm still trying to wrap my head on how Alvin Bragg figured out a way to bring this back to New York for trial. Because the DA before him said, there is no case here. Even if you wanted to prosecute Trump, you're going to get laughed out by a judge, either by the jury. Sorry, you're either going to get laughed at by the jury, the judge, or the appeals case. Because I don't think Trump has done anything wrong here. There are plenty of other ways that you can criticize Donald Trump and fine with that. But when it comes to the Stormy Daniels case, there are so many weird holes going on in the story where things just don't add up. Furthermore, there's admission from Stormy Daniels herself that she never really did this. And she's just been doing this for clout. Hey y'all, I just wanted to give a shout out to my friends over at Colonial Metals Group. Their experts understand exactly what they're doing with gold, silver, and other precious metals, unlike our current leadership, which is giving us rampant inflation, terrible Federal Reserve policies, a president that doesn't know what planet he's on, and of course, an out-of-control Congress that won't stop spending. We have to figure out ways to keep our wealth safe. And the best way to do that is to go over to my friends at Colonial Metals Group, because their experts can help you diversify your portfolio, and they've got an amazing offer for first-time accounts. Free gold silver IRA accounts, insured storage for 5 years, up to $7,500 in silver delivered directly to your home, and a safe to keep all that stuff in. So go over regardless and see what they can do for you, and protect your wealth and your future today. Now, back to regularly scheduled programming. Mainly because Stormy Daniels is a sick person. Her mind is not all there. And I think that's what happens when you sell your body, that eventually you sell part of your soul and therefore your mind goes with it. I'm not angry at Stormy Daniels. I feel very, very sorry for her because she needs help. She needs therapy. She needs someone to just come by, give her a hug and say, you don't have to do this anymore. You can go back home and live your life in peace. Instead, she has begged for the media attention constantly, and I think broken her NDA. And I'm sounding like a broken record, so here's a little bit more backstory. Alvin Bragg is a George Soros-backed district attorney candidate whose one campaign promise was, I will get Donald Trump. Multiple people have run on this campaign platform. I believe Fannie Willis ran on this platform. Fannie Willis has been laughed out of Fulton County, except that that hasn't actually happened because there is no accountability in Fulton County. By the way, North Fulton, please break away. You do not deserve the crap that is being shoved upon you by the ridiculousness that happens inside 285, inside the perimeter. Please break away. And with that said, the Fannie Willis case has fallen completely to shreds, not only because of lack of evidence, but because she decided to sleep with the very man she appointed to prosecute Donald Trump, who had no prosecuting abilities before this, or at least not on a federal level. This is really the best the Democrats can do, can't they? They will use petty games as much as they possibly can to defeat their opponents, often through gray area, not illegal, but definitely gray area means. Weaponizing the law into something that we now call lawfare is something that is not only a dangerous slippery slope, it has now opened the floodgates. And it's going to be very fun in the next upcoming election to see what happens in its aftermath. Will Republicans start understanding that they have to fight fire with fire? Because I think that that's just the necessary step going forward. Every time something is escalated, there's almost no way to bring it back down without massive compromise, apologies, people stepping down, and that's not going to happen with the Democrat Party. They are self-righteous, they're backed by their ivory tower liberals who think that nothing can touch them, that they are the pinnacle of human civilization, and that the little plebs down below them are too stupid to understand why these people are so righteous. You are too stupid to understand that we are just trying to help you. That's their mentality. That's why they're fighting people like Donald Trump. That's why they go after anyone who has been near him. Because he is their biggest threat. You cut off the head of the snake, and the rest of the snake, withers. You take away the shepherd, and everyone scatters like sheep. That's their goal and their strategy. But I don't think it's going to work the way they want to. As a matter of fact, every single time they bring up more charges, the average voter goes, bringing up more weird charges against this guy, something doesn't smell right. It's almost American. It's almost in our DNA that whenever someone seems like they're being persecuted, we tend to root for the underdog here, which is ironic because we love our New York Yankees. We love our we used to love our Dallas Cowboys. We loved our winners. But on the flip side of that coin, we love it when the underdog wins. We love our Rocky Balboa stories, where we love our David versus Goliath. Goliath was the bully. Now, granted, being dominant doesn't mean that you are a bully, but Americans inherently respect two things: winners and underdogs. Donald Trump is somehow both here. And it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the aftermath of the 2024 election. particularly if Republicans win in a landslide. It's buckle up, get some popcorn if that happens, because it's going to be really, really fun to watch. Folks, my name is Brian. Hope you enjoyed this segment here on PolitiBrawl. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one, and until then, y'all have a good one.